The Slavens Racing AMA EnduroCross Series, presented by Progressive Insurance, hosted the third round of the 6-round series at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls, Idaho last night. Colton Haaker took the early lead in the first moto after grabbing the Moose Racing hole shot. He was followed closely by teammate Ryder LeBlond, who was in second before a hiccup in the rock garden set him back. Johnny Walker started the moto in 9th place and steadily worked his way back to third throughout Moto 1. But it was all Haaker in the first moto, who started and finished in first, ahead of Hart in second and Walker in third. To establish gate picks for the second moto, the 16 riders' finish positions from race 1 are inverted, so the top 8 from race 1 start on the second row. Dominic Olshowy took advantage of a front row start to grab the lead at the first turn with Brandon Petrie and Braxton Hinsey not far behind. Cooper Abbott was the first from the back row to make a charge for the top spot, but just narrowly ahead of Moto 1 winner Colton Haaker. Haaker then passed Abbott in the turn before the rock garden in the third lap. Haaker then started his charge for the Moto 2 leader Olshowy, almost getting in another pass in the rock garden, before both racers got held up by lap traffic. On the next and last lap of the race, Olshowy saw some trouble in the rock garden, but this time Haaker took advantage, taking the inside line in the rocks to pass Olshowy and take the lead for the first time in the second moto. Haaker would hang on to that lead to the checkered flag and his second straight moto win ahead of Olshowy in second and Abbott in third. The third and final moto on the night saw Haaker again jump out to an early lead, but this time Hart was right behind him, looking for a moto win in the third round. This deciding moto would see Haaker and Hart in the 1 and 2 spots for almost the entirety of the race. Haaker would try to pull away, but Hart kept pressing at every turn. When lap traffic started to become an issue, things began to heat up between the 5-time champion and the defending champion. On the final lap of the race, Haaker was still in the lead, but just barely. The rock garden again brought the drama, with Hart passing Haaker as they headed into the rocks, only to be passed right back after a rock stopped him in his tracks. Haaker turned into the final half lap barely ahead of Hart. Hart didn't give up, trying to steal the win away at the finish line, as both racers went over at almost the exact same time. Haaker and Hart's bikes collided as the checkered flag waved, and Hart went to the ground, immediately getting up and throwing his goggles in the direction of Haaker. Haaker would swing back around and jump off his bike to confront Hart. Things got heated as the two exchanged words and shoves in the middle of the track. Haaker took the overall win in round 3, ahead of Hart in second place and Abbott in third.